Okay, hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Marion Lempereur and I am the program advisor of the Master of Science in International Marketing and Business Development at EMLYON. And I'll be your host for this session. So we are really excited to have you with us. Today, we will be talking about our Master of Science in International Marketing and Business Development. We will give you an overview of the courses, the structure, and what makes it unique. We will also take a little time to focus on our ambassadors because we want them to just express how is the student life for them. And also they just did an international seminar a few days ago, so they will be able to talk about this. So we are joined by some amazing speakers, Stéphane Bazin, the program director, and three student ambassadors, two, sorry, Gopi and Romain. So yeah, I will just give the mic to Stéphane so he can introduce the program.
So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining the call today for this webinar, which is the first of the season for this for the MSc in IMBD. This is the name we usually call our program because that's a long name, so we call it the IMBD. And so it's my first chance to address you all, and we will have, I think, enough time to answer all your questions. I guess you must have a lot of questions. I know choosing a business school and even choosing sometimes a city where you want to study is something that is of major importance for all you guys. And I can understand that sometimes can be a bit difficult to decide or to choose your degree, to choose your city, to choose the school. I will try to give you as much information as I can to help you make the best decision. I'm also joined with two of my students from this year, Gopi and Romain, and I'm sure they will share their experience and tell you about what they've been doing until now, since the beginning of this new session. So maybe I should share a couple of slides with you so you can have a better understanding of the program. Okay, it should be this one. Okay, I hope you can see my slides.
Yes, now it's okay.
Okay, so you can see on the slides our beautiful building. It's a brand new university building that we have right in the center of Lyon. For those who don't know Lyon, Lyon is a city in the middle of France. It's very close to the Alps. It's close to Switzerland, and it's also close to Italy and to the sea, to the Mediterranean Sea. So it's 2 hours from Paris by train, it's fast train, and it's a middle-sized city. It's the second biggest city in France, but it's a middle-sized city, and it's very comfortable. And we have the best food in the world in Lyon. So if you like food, that's the place to be. I will introduce you to a few information about what the program is about. Just to let you know that we've been ranked in the top 10 international marketing business development degrees this year. Again, we're in the top 10. We've been in the top 10 for a couple of years now, and this is the fourth season of the program. So I'm should I did I open? Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong slides. Just one second, please. It's 25, 26, not just one second. To stop sharing. Well, there used to be okay, sorry. Just one second. This is the one I want. Okay, it's gonna get much better this way. Okay, now you should see 26, 27 and not
Yes.
20, 25, 26. Sorry about this. So this is exactly how this program is designed for you. Um, it goes over a, a period of teaching time, which is over almost a year. And then you have different activities that goes over a 3 and 4 different period of time. So first you have a summer school. It's an online activity. You have different courses to complete before you go back to school in September 10, 2026, so next year. Then we have what we call the P1, the period one, which are fundamental concepts and courses for international marketing and business development. Then you have during that period of time, you have the international seminar. I will get back to it. It's usually based in a city in Europe. And then you have the holidays, and you go back to class beginning of January for the second period of time, which is more focused on advanced techniques in marketing and business development. You have one very important highlight of that period, which is called the TEM, the Transforming Early Makers, which is a long-term project that you have to develop with experts on different industries and present at the end of the period. And this will take place, of course, in Lyon. And then you move to your international experience. So the international experience is called the period 3 or the P3, and you will follow 5 different courses with specific approaches to the different context where you will be traveling. You might go to Vietnam or you might go to South Africa. So we have two different destinations. You don't go to the 2 destinations, you go to just one of them, and you will decide which destination you go in September. Just to let you know, and this is a very important information, you don't you can choose your destination, but we have a limited number of seats for each destination. So the destination you choose is not guaranteed. So if we organize usually, it's like a first come, first serve survey where you indicate your favorite destination. And if you are among the first ones, you will have the destination you want. If you keep late, you will maybe go to the other destination. Just to let you know, this year we had 44 students going to South Africa and 60 students going to Vietnam. And we had 60 students who wanted to go to Vietnam and 44 wanted to go to South Africa. So everybody got the destination they want. And when you come back from your international term, you will start your internship, which will last between 4 to 6 months. And at the end of the internship, you will present your master's thesis, which is a paper that you have to write and defend at the end of your degree. And to get your degree, you need to complete all the courses, the fundamental courses, the advanced technique courses. You need to complete the international term. You need to finish your internship, and you need to defend and succeed in the defense of your master's thesis. Just also to let you know, the internship is one option, but we have also other options like finding a job. You can find like a real job, full time, part time, or a job that might just be for 6 months. Okay, but you can also, if you're French, do something called the VIE, and then go on international experience also with the French government. And your internship can happen everywhere. You can decide to stay in France, or you can pick an internship in any country, everywhere you want in the world, okay, including your home country, of course. Um, this is the list of all the courses that we offer by period of time. So the period one is a mix of understanding the markets, understanding the marketing strategy. We also have courses about sales, selling skills, negotiation skills, and we have a couple of marketing courses, including the branding course and the future of marketing course and the new ventures course. Uh, on top of this, we have a couple of extra courses on sociology of markets, market dynamics, and consumer behavior. So every course is between 18 to 24 hours, according to the number of credits. And at EMLYON, attendance in class is mandatory. So you have to attend the class. We don't provide online classes except in the second period. Okay, so I will, of course, Marion will share with you the slides, and so you can take a look at the list of courses. An important information here, if you look at the different names from the lecturers, you could tell that we have people from a lot of different countries. We have people from Europe, we have people from Africa, we have people from the United States, we have people from Asia. So we have very different names, as you can see. And this is something I really want to put some importance on, the fact that the key word for IMBD is international. Okay, we have international content, international marketing content. We have international approach for each type of course and project that you have to do in the courses, and we have international experience. We hope that you're going to get like an internship with an international experience too. So everything is about international. Even the teachers are international, and even the admin team is international, because I am French and Swiss, and my academic advisors are from England and from Romania. So we are very international at all levels, and I guess this is part of what we offer. And period 2 has this major chunk of class, which is the TEM, the Transforming Early Makers. It's an international project that you have to build with experts from different fields in different industries, and it's a very great experience, and the students usually love it. And then you have more specific courses about culture in management. We have pricing strategy, strategic access to market, and we have very important courses about artificial intelligence for business. It's a major course given by very advanced professors from the innovation department of the school. We have business automation optimization, which is a very interesting course also from Ribu Vajpayee. And we have, at the end of the semester, a consulting project that you have to build with teams, featuring our Professor Lisa Xiang. Okay, and finally, these are the courses that you will have to follow during your international term in Vietnam or South Africa. Both institutions will provide the same courses. So you have a business environment course, brand communication, innovation, entrepreneurship, international business law, and social media and mobile marketing, plus a project that you do with local companies in Vietnam and in South Africa. So we work with middle-sized companies, small companies, NGOs, with a focus on sustainability, environment, lots of very interesting things that you will have to work on, and you present your project at the end of the session. So this international period, the international term, is exactly 2 months, and it starts at the beginning of April and it ends at the beginning of June. Okay. These are the basic rules for grading and evaluation in the school. In IMBD, every course is graded with one project, which is usually a group project, and individual evaluation. Individual evaluation is a minimum of 50% of the final grade. So, and 50% can be a project, or it can be a group project. So 50% for group, 50% for individual. For the courses who don't have individual evaluation, it's 100% for the project, but it's only one course. For the other courses who don't have a group project, it's 100% individual. And sometimes it's more than just one evaluation. You might have exams on table, or multiple choice questionnaires and these kind of things. To succeed in the course grading, you have to get 10 or more. If you don't get 10, between 8 and 10, you go to the receipt. And if you get less than 10 at the receipt, you fail the class. And the rule is you can't fail more than 3 classes in total for the program. Okay. And then you have your grades from the class, you have from the courses, you have the grades from the internship, you have the grade from the thesis. And all those grades all together, you need to have more than 10 to be graduated from the program. So it's not very complicated, but it's basic rules. And those rules are the same for every master program at EMLYON. I still have time, Marion, for 5 minutes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to give you a few information about the international experience, because for most of the students, it's one of the main subject of sometimes interrogation, but it's also a subject of decision. Okay, so I just want to put a little bit of information on this. This is where the students went this year. It might be different next year. Sometimes we change, so it's not guaranteed that you're going to go to Italy. But this year, the students, they went to Italy. So they visited Milano, Lugano in Switzerland, and Bologna in Italy. And these are the companies that they visited during this international seminar. So the seminar is in November. It's 1 week, and it's not graded. It's not an academic activity. It's more like a professional meeting companies and sharing your experience with very advanced companies. So the students who went to Italy, 50% of the group, they visited Parmigiano Factory, Armani, Campari, Alibaba.com, Guess, Fashion, Dallara, sports car. So this was the first group. And the second group, they went to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Eindhoven in the Netherlands. And they visited the following companies. So we had a presentation at Booking.com, ING, SmartFlow, Philips. We also had something called Signify. I forgot the logo, but it's part of Philips. And we went to Unilever, and it was a very interesting experience. But maybe next year, I mean, for you, it might be a different city, or it might be the same cities. We haven't decided yet, but we're still thinking about it. If it's not Italy or Netherlands, it's going to be maybe Germany or Spain, or maybe Portugal. You have to know that this international seminar is in Europe, and we travel by train to visit those places. We don't fly to those places because we're concerned about the impact of the travel. So that's why we prefer to travel by train to those destinations. But you will have the chance to take the plane for your international term. So I mentioned the two partners that we have. In Vietnam, it's the CFEG. It's a business school specialized in MBAs and PhDs in Vietnam. And in South Africa, it's Stellenbosch, the biggest and maybe the only business school in Africa. And it's one of the world top universities. It's really, really, really good. And they have a business school in Cape Town. And this is a couple of pictures from our students from last year visiting. You guess that the picture in the middle is Cape Town, where you see the Table Mountain in the background. And you have some pictures of like cooking and visiting and playing music, and of course some classroom time that we also have. So I guess this is what I wanted to give you as information. A few numbers that I gathered for 26, 27. These are the internships that I signed recently. These are the companies where the students go when they apply for their internships. So these are the ones that I signed. So you have Christian Dior, you have Auchan, you have some fashion companies like Chanel, Van Cleef and Arpels, but you also have hospitality, you have e-commerce, you have P&G. I mean, you know those big names. And final number, 85% of the graduates we have are find a job in the 3 months after graduating our program, and 100% of them have a job after 6 months. Voila, this is what I wanted to tell you. Now I'm supposed to give the microphone to the students, right, Marion?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Stefan, for this insightful overview of the program. It's very interesting to have these numbers as well about the employability. And now, yes, I would like to hear our student ambassadors, so Gopi and Romain, because your international seminar was like a few days ago, so very fresh in your mind. Yeah, maybe I would like to know where did you go, in which group you were, and which company impressed you the best, maybe. So yeah, I let you speak about this.
Okay, I'm going to start. Hello, everyone. So I was in a group who went to Netherlands. So we, as Stefan said, we visit Rotterdam, Amsterdam, and Eindhoven. The company I liked the most was Booking. It was really interesting, and I didn't know they were doing so much thing and trying to be proactive in what they do. It was also extremely interesting to meet Capi, a company which work with other company to make them evolve in terms of sustainability. And also this week was amazing because it was the first time we had time to be with people of all class of our master because we are divided in 3 groups. So it was nice to connect with them and have fun.
Thank you, Romain. You were with Stefan then. How
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Yes.
I think that the ambience was very great there. He told me that.
yeah.
Perfect.
We had a lot of fun.
So great. And Gopi, where you were in the group one, three, do two?
I was also in the place where there was a great ambience. I was with in
Okay.
Netherlands with
So
Stefan
lucky.
and Romain. Yeah. It was really nice. I think one of the companies that I visited that I really liked was the Euro train, where we got a chance to meet directly the founder and how he told us his inspiring story about how he started. Like he wanted to establish a train company, which is so unimaginable, but he did. And so the interaction was very nice. He also held a separate workshop for us where we were asked to answer a couple of questions, and it was extremely engaging. The other companies that I personally liked was the Philips, the Signify, how they have managed to integrate sustainability with innovation. That was really nice. And overall, yeah, it was a very fun trip, very educational also. Yeah, we had a couple of cultural activities too.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gopi. We have our first question. Maybe Stefan, you will be able to answer. What the general demographic of the students' body are most straight out of undergraduate studies, or are there also working professionals who have attended the program?
If you ask me the question, I'm sure you ask about the students that are now in class because
Yes.
I have no idea about
Yes, of course.
the upcoming cohort. But for the students we have now, we have exactly 96 students, and we have 32 different nationalities. So we have people from 32 different countries or cultural background, which makes it very exciting to be with the students and to share all these point of views on the world, the different cultures and the different point of views in terms of what business means, and also the interaction with the teachers. As I told you, we have teachers from I think 12 different countries. So you will meet people from Serbia, people from China, people from Germany, people from France, and Italy, and so the interaction between the international content, the international students, and the international teachers, and the international experience is the I think um, is the force, the really the strongest aspect of that program. And in terms of age, I would say the average age is around 23, 24 years old. We have students coming from BBA programs from different business schools in France, some of them coming from EMLYON Business School. But we also have students like Gopi, much older, even if Gopi doesn't look at all the age she has. But I thought she was 18 the first time I saw her. And so we have students with a better experience in terms of professional experience. Some of them already worked. Some of them did long internships or short working experiences in different countries or different companies. So it depends on the profile that I choose because I'm the one choosing the students. So if you have a very good grades, you're a very good BBA student, and you really have a good motivation for international, you should join IMBD. If you have a good experience in marketing or business development, and you want to increase your skills in market research, or if you want to benefit from the international term, you should apply to IMBD too. Okay, the main important point we select the students is the motivation. It's not the profile. So we look at the motivation, and then if you're young, we look at your grades. If you're older, we look at your experience, and most of the time we pick the good ones.
Yeah, maybe it's an interesting point. What did you do before this program, Gopi and Romain? What diploma you have?
So this is my second master's. I did my first master's in journalism. I have about 5 to 6 years of working experience.
Okay, perfect. A lot of masters then.
And for me, I have a typical background for being in the business school because I study physics. I have a bachelor in physics, and after I studied geography and land use planning.
Okay. Okay, so nice because it shows that any backgrounds is interested. It's interesting because I don't know, Stefan, you will tell me, but we want like motivation. This is the best point. We want to know why you do this program, what is your goal, and then if the program is very interested for you. So yeah, I think that you can be from any background, it won't really matters.
Yeah, and there is something I want to be clear about. It's not an entrepreneurship program. So if you're looking to learn how to develop your business or to start your company or develop your company, we have entrepreneurship programs at EMLYON. IMBD is
Yes.
definitely for students who would like to work in companies, in marketing, in sales, in business development abroad. So it could be someone working, let's say you are from China and you want to work for a Chinese company in France, or maybe you're French and you want to work for a French company in China. Okay, so it has to have this international aspect into your motivation. Of course, a marketing background, and I don't know if Romain was had a hard time with marketing content, but a marketing background is a plus because there's a lot of marketing in this program. So we expect the students to at least have a little bit of background, but it's not a problem. And as you could tell from Romain, we have students with a physics background, and Gopi has a background in journalism. So as I say, motivation and international motivation for international future.
And if I can add something,
Yeah.
as I don't have a business school background, the online course during the summer before starting the class were really helpful because like you have all the basis to start your
Yes.
journey at EM.
Yes, interesting point. Yeah, for all of our Master of Science, every student have online courses during the month of August. You have to watch courses about business, accounting, management, so that everyone just start with the same basis. So yeah, interesting point. We have a question. Oh, just so
I would like, sorry, Marion, I would
yeah,
like to answer now the question
of course.
from Mr. Covens.
Yes, of course.
You said that previous students of the IMBD program said there were some problems with the organization of classes and exams because the program is quite new. Are these problems being worked on? Okay, I will be completely transparent and completely clear with what happened last year. First, we changed from the old EMLYON building to the new building that you could see in my background and in Gopi's and Marion's background. So of course, last year we had a couple of bumps and glitches with planification of classes and rooms and exams. Also because we had a campus in Saint-Étienne, which is city next to Lyon, and the campus was closed in Saint-Étienne. So the school brought in a lot of students from that campus to Lyon. And I would say, yes, I have to admit that last year was a bit bumpy at the beginning. Also, another explanation was I took over the program as a new director in September last year. So for me, it was a new program, and I joined the program at the same time as the students. So it was a bit difficult for me, and I apologize to the students from last year. It was a bit difficult for me to manage in the beginning because it was a brand new program for me, and I didn't have much time to prepare to be in charge. So the 2, 3 first months were a bit bumpy last year, but everything went fine after Christmas, and we had a very, very good time. Also, one of the complaints from last year was there were too many courses in the second period. So we moved 2 courses from the second period to the first period. And I can ask my students from this year, Romain and Gopi, uh, do you think that for this first period of time, what do you think about the organization and the scheduling of courses and exams, please?
Um, so I had also spoken to the students that were in the previous batch, and they did point this out. But this time, I think when I told them what my courses were, they told me how it's not all together. It's divided equally between the 2 periods, and it's not very hectic. As the other students pointed out, for me at least, it's not very hectic. I'm able to manage all the courses together. We have projects, we have individual assignments, group projects, and exams going on right now in this week. But it's manageable.
Yeah, it is. It's true that coming from university, we had less work to do. So there is more stuff to do for school here at EMLYON, but as Gopi said, it's totally manageable. And it's only 1 year, and you have just to do your best for 1 year. So let's go for it.
Yes, and I want to add also that why is it as intense? It's a program in 1 year and a half, but it gives you credits as a 2 year program. So you have 10 months courses, but you will have 120 credits at the end. So it's very intense, but you will be able to work very quickly. That's the goal of this program. So yeah, just to add it, this.
And I can swear, I can tell you, everybody survived the last year. So
Yeah.
of course, out of 140 students, you always end up with students that might not be super happy because there's too much work, because they were supposed to go on Christmas earlier, because they complain because some exams come in the same time, and you always have people complaining. But what I would say, out of the 140 students, I did a survey that I'm going to publish quite at the beginning of next year. We have a satisfaction of around 90% of the students on most of the different experiences, P1, P2, P3, and of course the international term and the international experience. So the international seminar, sorry. So yes, we did have some problem last year, but those problems are fixed this year. We have a new academic director that's just joined the team. So we are 4 now. We were 3 last year. Now we have a new academic director, Professor Borbeli. And we have a lot of new ideas. And I think this year is going to be much better. And next year is going to be even better.
Perfect. I will continue to answer the question. So we have a question, what is the difference between a master and a master of science? So I know that it can be complicated to understand the certification and everything, so I will be quick. So a master's degree, it's a grade de master, means that the program is recognized by the state, the French state, and the Master of Science is certified by the Label des Conférences des Grandes Écoles. It's an association of a lot of business school and engineer school in Europe. The difference between the two, there is just one difference. If you want to do a PhD at the end of the program, and if you don't have a master's degree before, then you have to have a master's degree because it's the continuity of license, we call it licence in France, master, and then PhD, doctorat in France. So it's the big difference between the two. But in terms of employability, it's the same. The company just knows the certification, Master of Science, and they know also that it's very you will be very professional at the end because you have a lot of project group, you will see a lot of companies, you do a lot of project with companies in real cases, for example. So in terms of employability, it's the same. But if you want to do a PhD, you have to do a master's degree and not a Master of Science. So yes, for this question, then we have a question. I'm still undecided whether to study in the UK or France, but I don't have a good command of French. In this case, would it be difficult to get work experience in France and in general in life in Lyon? Also, what is the privilege of studying in France over other English-speaking countries from your perspective? I don't know if you want to answer, Stéphane, maybe.
Just one word. Yes, there's it's difficult to work in France if you don't speak French. The same way that it's difficult to work in the Netherlands if you don't speak Dutch, or in Germany if you don't speak German. There's always a priority for the French-speaking students in internships and jobs in France. It makes sense. You just have to watch the Emily in Paris, and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Which doesn't mean that you can't work in France if you don't speak French. Of course, if you want to live in France, I guess you might be interested in learning French, and the French will very much appreciate the fact that you learn their language. And the main difference between UK and France, I would say, is the price of living, the cost of living. The cost of living is huge in the UK, where in France it's really acceptable. We were in Amsterdam 2 weeks ago, and I can tell you Amsterdam is much more expensive than Lyon, for instance. It's twice as much expensive as in Lyon. Lyon is a middle-sized city. Housing is not so expensive. You can easily get a very nice house, apartment, I would say, for like around 800 euros a month, or even less, sometimes 600 if you want a small studio. So even in the center of the city, so it's not very expensive. And also something I said previously is the position of Lyon between the Alps, the sea. Paris is in 2 hours. Milano is in 3 hours. Berlin is very easy to get to. It's very central in Europe, and it's a very nice city. And as I said, it's the capital of gastronomy. Gopi, you're not from France. So what's your experience with the French people?
So far, it's been really nice. I did learn a bit of French before coming here, because it was not a requirement for the school, but I wanted to integrate well into the culture of France and also interact with French people. And it's been really nice. My classmates are so helpful, because when I try to speak in French, they don't make fun of me. They are actually so supportive, and they do help me construct sentences, and it's really good. So I don't think language has been an issue for me so far. But yes, I would suggest, if you know basics of French in any country wherever you visit, if you know the basics, it's really nice. It's nice to integrate smoothly.
Yes, I agree. It's always practical to have a basic in the country that you are. What are the main differences between this master and the master of science in branding and communication? Which one will be a best fit for someone who is interested in the world of advertising and creative strategy? So I am the program advisor also for the master in branding and communication. I don't know if you want to start, Stefan, answer this question.
The
For
answer,
someone
the
that
answer is
wants,
very easy. The answer
yeah.
is very easy. It's definitely branding and communication. If you're interested in advertising and creative strategy, we have a branding strategy, we have marketing communication courses. But if you're really into advertising and creative strategy, if you want to work in an agency, for instance, yes, my colleagues in branding and communication would be glad to welcome you. Uh, but I don't know if branding and communication, and maybe Marion, you can answer this, has the international dimension into it.
There is, but not as much as the one in international marketing and business development. The one in the branding and communication is very, very focused on branding and communication. So international courses, yes, there are, because it's in English. So yes, you will see a lot of some courses internationally, but it's not the focus, you know. So if you want to have more competencies about international cultures, international management, yeah, it's better to go in the master in international marketing and business development. But if you want to focus on branding and communication and all that is creativity, as you said, then branding and communication is better, of course. If you want, you can just send me an email, and we can do also a phone call to see more about your past experiences, your background, what you want to do then, and I can just help you better with this matter.
Yeah, there's a question about alternance, and
Yeah,
no, the program is not available for alternance. Doesn't
yes.
mean you can't work and study at the same time, but it's not going to be a full-time job. You can work like a couple of hours per week if you want to do, I don't know, a side job, or work in the evenings or in the weekends. But it's a lot of hours of classroom. So most of the students, they can't have a job and study at the same time. Okay, but don't forget that class is only from September until end of March. Then you have 2 months where you go to your international destination, and then that's the beginning of the internship. So it's in the end it's only 10 months where you have to be in class, and then you can start your professional experience, get a job, or even start a new academic program in alternance once you're done. It's not impossible.
Mhm. Does the school help students to find an internship or a job after the course period? So yes, they help you. You also have to be proactive in your research, but they can help you and they will help you. We have a career center. It's a team that is dedicated to that, to help you throughout the year to find companies. So they do events, for example, during all the year with companies that will be in the campus and interview few students. For example, we have this in January, I think, like 3 days with 150 companies that will be there during all the day and during the 3 days to interview students and to offer internship or job offer. And so they can do coaching with you if you want to be in a certain job in a certain company. They can help you to achieve that. And there is also a job teaser, so a website that they update, this team, they update it each day with more than 10,000 job offers by year. So yeah, they help you a lot.
So just to give you a few numbers on this, I was looking at the 24-25 internships, and around 62% of the students got their job from the school job board, which is a job teaser. Okay. I would say 20%, 25% actually got their jobs from their own research, or it could be their own contacts. So they contacted companies and they got the internships, or they applied for internships available online. And 5% of them got them through me because I have a lot of contacts from the industry. And also every time I see an opening, or sometimes I even get people sending me offers. And so some of the students actually got their job from me.
Perfect.
Their internships, sorry, not their jobs.
Yeah. I'm wondering if
There's a question about the choosing your international seminar.
Yeah.
It's the same for the international term and the international seminar. We do some sort of a survey, and those who come first, they get the group they want, they get the destination they want. If we have too much demand for one destination, of course, the students will go to the other destinations, those who came late. It's very fair. And as I said, this year, we had the exact number for Vietnam and South Africa. And we also had the exact same number from Milano and Amsterdam. So no one was disappointed. Everybody got the destination they want. And anyway, even if you don't get the destination, the experience is the same. So the students who went to Amsterdam had the same experience as those who went to Italy. Different companies, different places, but the same quality, the same interaction, the same opportunities. And the same for Vietnam and South Africa. Of course, these are two different destinations. The experience is completely different in terms of countries, but you will find out that those who went to Vietnam, they loved it. Those who went to South Africa, they loved it. And last year, the students, they couldn't choose. I choose for them where they were going. And some of them were very disappointed in the beginning not to go to Vietnam, and they went to South Africa. But after they came back from South Africa, they said that it was the best experience of their lives and they loved it, and they enjoyed it so much that they forgot that at the beginning they wanted to go to Vietnam. The only reason why you won't you will be assigned to a specific destination is medical reasons or visa reasons. Let's say your country does not allow you to travel to Vietnam, you will be automatically going to South Africa. And if you have health issues that could prevent you from going to one of those countries, of course, you will go to the other countries. But we never had that case. We don't think that there's a medical situation that will allow you to go to Vietnam and not to South Africa. Those are two safe countries. They're, of course, one is a tropical country. The other one is more like looks more like Europe, South Africa, I mean. And Cape Town is a city. You go in the winter, so it's a bit colder than Vietnam, of course. So if you don't, I mean, I don't see why a medical reason would not allow you to go to one of those destinations. And there's also a question.
How to
Any
best
advice
show
on how to
our
best show your motivations? There's no
yeah.
personal statement. No, the motivation, you have to show it in the videos. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you record your videos, try to give us as much as you can on why you want this program. What is your motivation? And as I use the keyword international, international, international all the time, I think if you show international interest and international motivation, you will definitely raise our attention and get selected.
Yeah, because just to summary for the entrance exam, so you have the file, the application file to complete. Then when it's complete and it's validated from the admission team, you will pass the digital test. And in this digital test, you have three parts. One, more to know your personality as a manager in a company. Then cognitive questions, exercises. And then you have the motivation part where you will have to answer questions as an interview. So yes, in the application file, there is no motivation letter. But as I said, each time, if you already have something very interesting to say to the jury and you think you won't be able to do it during the digital test, you can write a motivation letter and put it in the page 2 of the CV. But it has to be something very something very important for you, not like a very general motivation later.
And please do not use ChatGPT
Yeah.
for your
we
videos and for your documents, because we know as soon as we listen to the videos or as we read the documents, and we know when it's ChatGPT made, and we don't want that. By the way, there's one point that I just wanted to say before I leave the microphone to the students, because I want them to help me convince you to join this program. We hear a lot in the industry about artificial intelligence, and just to reassure you, if you're interested in the field of artificial intelligence, every class that we have in this program has will tackle the professional aspects of artificial intelligence. Of course, we are not a programming school, or we are not specialized in computer science or application developments. That's not what we do. But every course, every class will approach the challenges, the implications, the transformations brought by artificial intelligence in the business development, marketing industry. And it's all over the place. It's the elephant in the room today in every program. And I can assure you that if this is something you're interested in, our teachers and professors, they tackle all those subjects very deeply in every class. The same way we do with sustainability, environment, social responsibility, and all those important topics. Okay, so Marion, now if you allow me, I would like to leave the microphone to the students. So,
of course,
guys, if you were to convince those students we have on the call today to come to IMBD, what would you say?
I would say that at first I was afraid of being into an international class with people who only talk English with different accents. But when you are really into it, talking English every day, it's really easy. And as Gopi say, people takes time to try to understand you and help you. So there is really a team spirit in the class, and everyone try to push each other to do his best. So it's really nice to have that.
Right, absolutely, Romain. Apart from that, even the quality of teaching here is very nice because we've had professors with varied backgrounds and they have years and years of experience. And the quality of knowledge that they bring to the table, it's not just the academics that they teach us, but also beyond, they go beyond the academics and teach us what happens in the real life, what happens in your corporate lives once you enter those. And the teachers are very approachable because we all have different, we don't have the same level playing field. We all come from different backgrounds with different experiences. And, like Romain said, she comes directly from BBA, but that's not a problem for me, for me who's coming from a background with years of experience. Because when I talk to Romain, I get a lot of insights into how, because she's done BBA, so sorry, physics. But I still get insights into how different students, like we have students from BBA as well. So it's really interactive, really engaging. Age is not an issue at all over here. I was skeptical when I was about to join EMLYON. I didn't know if I'd be able to gel well with people who are not my age, but it's not a problem at all. So besides the teaching quality and the supportive classmates that I have, Lyon is a great city to live in. It's the food capital of France, and I love food. So personally, for me, I'm enjoying a lot of my time here in Lyon right now. And the international seminar, fine. I mean, I had lots and lots of fun, and the interactions that I've had, the kind of access that I got, it's not every day that you get to meet founders and regional heads and global heads of companies. So that was really fruitful.
And it's also important to say that the new campus of EMLYON is just amazing, and it's such a pleasure to go there every day.
True.
And we have a Christmas tree, which is amazing. You have to
Yeah.
come and see it.
And we have a bakery with fresh croissant and bread in the morning inside the school. And we also have a very good restaurant from the Paul Bocuse cooking school inside the building. So and the place in Lyon is very convenient. It's three metro stations from the Pardieu train station that takes you to Paris and the rest of the world. And also, it's very convenient. It has a direct train to the airport. And as I said, Lyon is a very convenient city. It has all the charm of a big city and the charm of a small city. It has an old city and a new city, and I mean, most of the students, they really like it, as I can tell, wherever they come from. We have a student from Lesotho, Colin, and is Lesotho is maybe the farthest country we have in this program, and it's very exciting, very exciting.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Gopi, Romain, and Stéphane, for sharing your experiences and insights. It's really valuable to hear everything. So to wrap up, I would like to thank you all. And if you have any question, just send me an email. You have my email in the contact webpage of the program. I just sent also the link to go chat with our student ambassador in the platform Anybody. You can contact with Gopi and Romain if you want. And yes, I hope this webinar answered a lot of your questions and that you will be applying soon. Have a good day. Bye.